I'm Jantel Lavender, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keys and queens go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break the sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
Yeah, baby, let's go, SLT Nation. What it do, fam? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. That's right. This is a platform that has been engineered to give exposure to the voices of tomorrow. And this is the Big Nickel, our 5th season of doing this. And we are still 10 toes down, eyes on the prize. And we are going all around this country and today all around the world. And we're finding rising superstars in our communities who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. Well, we told y'all to buckle up. It was separation season. We told y'all that we was leveling up this year, that the game was going to change. So without further ado, I need Cleveland, Ohio to stand up and make some noise for one of their very own. She was the 5th pick in the 2011 WNBA draft to the LA Sparks, an all-star in the WNBA, 6 player of the years in the Big Ten. I'm telling you, this woman is an absolute phenom, standing at about 6'5", the gentle giant. Y'all make some noise for the former 6'man", 6'1".
Hold up, B. Jones. Before you say her name, does it smell like cocoa butter or is it different?
Well, I was gonna tell everybody. KT. Hey, we gonna put the game to sleep, and we don't need no chamomile. We don't need no eucalyptus, cause we got her, ladies and gentlemen, Jantel Lavender. Jantel, how you living today, fam? How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me on. That was a great intro. That was fun.
Oh, we love. Hey, anybody that is watching this right now, they know how dope you are. I mean, I couldn't even get through all the stuff. You got a laundry list, gold medalists. I'm just talking about former All-American high school. I mean, you just did it all, and you had a great career. But today we're gonna talk about the beast that was on the court. But we're gonna get to know you in a much more intimate fashion. We're gonna get to know the young lady who I see a model coming out of this. We're gonna talk a little bit about it all. Jantel, welcome to the show. Everybody that's new to the program, welcome to the You Got Next experience. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the You Got Next logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh, all facts, no cap, the head coach, KT. Kev, you know what I'm about to sing, don't you? Won't he do it? He said he would. Yeah, let's go. I get so hype on these shows, man. How you doing today, fam?
I'm doing great, B. Jones, and I'm glad I slid in her DMs and she said yes. But B. Jones, I do want to say one thing.
What's that, fam?
She's actually one of the players that we've had on the show that I've watched. I
really?
saw her at Ohio State. I saw her win the championship with the Sparks. So I'm really excited, B. Jones. Let's go.
Kevin, you stealing my thunder. I didn't mention the WNBA ring for a reason. We're going to talk about that later. No, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you. Hey, well, you know what? We're going to have some fun on today's shows. We kick the show off with one of our favorite games. It's an icebreaker. Welcome to the moment of truth. That's right. This is our version of 2 truths and a lie. So before the show, Miss Lavender has picked 3 unique facts about herself. But as the title goes, one of these facts is not the truth. Kevin and I will have exactly 60 seconds to see if we can figure out which one of these facts is not the truth. Kevin, I did some research on this one. I'm talking about, I went all the way back to Ohio State on this one. Let's go, Jantel. Give us your 3 facts.
Okay, so my 2 truths and a lie is 1, I speak fluent French. 2, I love to hug trees. And 3, I'm a twin sister.
All right, Kevin.
We know 3 is the truth.
I
So
know 3 is the truth. I know she a twin sister. Matter of fact, I think your sister said she was gonna do the show. No, I'm just messing. I just teasing. But you know what, Kevin? I saw this beautiful picture, and the reason the picture caught my attention is because she was like she was in a tree kind of thing, like a hole. She had a green dress on, and this scene was absolutely beautiful, Kevin. And I looked at that picture for some odd reason. I stopped at that picture, and it took me by storm. It took my breath for about 30 seconds. And don't get me wrong, you were beautiful in this picture, but the logic of how she got in this thing, I couldn't figure it out, Kevin. So I'm gonna say she likes hugging trees. I don't think she can speak French fluently, bro. I don't think she can.
I'm gonna go with that one too. Yeah, I'm with you, B. So hey,
you know what? We gonna stick with it. We gonna say number one is not the truth, Jantel. Which one was the lie?
That's so terrible. It's all right. Why I don't look like I speak French?
Well, I think
we didn't say French. That. We didn't say that. We don't judge.
We all can speak a little French. We all can speak a little like croissant. I can say croissant. You know what I'm saying? But was number one the lie?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a W. That's a W, ladies and gentlemen. So real quick, since I teased up the picture, tell me, how did you get up there? How did you get up and shimmy into that thing like that?
It was in Bali, Indonesia, and it was a group of like 6 different guys that brought a ladder, and I actually had to climb a ladder and get in that tree.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Dang, I forgot ladders existed because I didn't think about that one. I was thinking like, did she climb the tree with the ladder? You know, so she can step on the backside. Okay, let's go to work, Jantel. Let's have a fun show. We about to take them on a crazy ride. It's a story of your life. So this is what we need everybody out there to do. Take that right hand, reach over. Come on, Jantel. Take that right hand, reach over your left shoulder, grab that seatbelt and buckle up. Click, clack. Let's go. And before we get this thing cracking, we got to pay the bills. And to me, this is probably one of my favorite episodes because we get to kind of pay homage to the past. It's going to be a very interesting story. But this is an example of why we created this platform. And so I need all of y'all to do us a huge solid on the day. This one means a lot. We need y'all to do 4 free things. Number 1, hang out with us to the end of the show. Number 2, we need y'all to hit that like button. Anybody that saw Jantel play, they know she about that action. She moving bodies. Like she hit that little hook around with the floater. We need y'all to hit that like button so we can run the numbers up on this show. I'm talking about make this thing bubble all the way to the top. Like number 3, we need to throw the assist, y'all. We need some people out there to share. Send this to all your friends, your family, your colleagues, your classmates, your co-workers. It don't matter. Let's tell the world because she got some dope stuff that's coming up that we want to get y'all plugged into. And last but not least, y'all know what y'all got to do. Subscribe to the vibe and become a part of the SLT tribe. We in there like Swimwell, and we're going to keep doing this thing over and over again. Matter of fact, I'm going to say it right now. We got an audacious goal this year. We want to hit 10,000 subscribers right here on this YouTube channel. And Kevin, I don't know, this name's so big. We got 2,500 locked in today, KT. I feel like we got a crazy number locking in with us today. Jantel, it's your phone. It's the sparks. It's the fever. It's all your championship teammates. Like they gonna show us some love on this episode of Smash that subscribe button.
I hope so. Yeah, they should be tuning in. They know I'm a real one.
Let's go! Y'all make some noise on the count of 3. Smash that subscribe button in 3, 2, 1. Boom! Oh my goodness! I'm feeling hype right now. I told you I was gonna go to sleep by the middle of the episode, but I was lying. I'm on cloud 9. This is what we need, though. This is what we need. It's a lot of people right now smashing the like button. They becoming a part of the SLT family. They rocking with us. They love the call. So this is what we need. Everybody that's doing that, we need y'all to throw an emoji in the chat. Jantel,
yeah,
you are the feature today. You're the reason we're here today. Tell us, what is your favorite emoji? What's the emoji everybody using in the chat today?
My favorite emoji is the heart emoji and that little star with the little circle around it. I like to think that adds some wisdom to my emoji game.
I like that. Y'all throw the heart emoji with the star in the streak behind it. Y'all let us know y'all was rocking with Sports Life Talk today. Let us know you joined the family. Kevin, what are we gonna tell those individuals who do that, man?
We're going to tell them thank you.
Thank you and welcome to the family. We don't do fans, we don't do follows, we do family. And for all my new family, let's make some noise for one of the dopest in the game. I can't reintroduce her, but you know what? Welcome to the Sports Life Talks initiation.
B. Jones, before I do the initiation, can I do a yeet bomb? Or what is it you call it?
Yeah. We got a yeet tweet. We got a yeet tweet of the day. Let's go. Okay, so for those who are new to the show, we started debate. We started conversation on Twitter. All you got to do is go to Twitter, throw your answer in, hashtag yeet tweet, and tag in Sports Life Talk so we can answer and see your answers. Kevin, what is today's yeet tweet?
Okay.
So Jantel Lavender and Kelsey Mitchell, who share the same birthday, are both graduates of Ohio State University.
Yeah.
Both of them have twins.
Yeah.
Now, they had another teammate that had a twin, and she's even the mother of twin daughters. So tell us who the other teammate is that's a twin.
There it is. And you know what? We're giving out some swag today. We're giving out a t-shirt or a hoodie to the first person that do it. We'll let you choose it. Just get that yeet tweet in, hit us up so we can know. Remember, hashtag yeet tweet and tag in Sports Life Talk. Let's go, Kevin. Let's kick off that initiation, Playboy.
All right, Jantel, before we get started, it's time for your initiation.
Okay.
But the way we kick it off is you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Okay. I'm down. So I am not a typical music person. I love Zen music. So my top 5 artists are probably going to be artists people may not know. Y'all gonna know some of them, but Londrell, he's a meditation artist. I love all of his albums. He's like an uplifting artist, up and coming, but he has a super, super dope meditation album that I listen to all the time. Eric Benet is also another one that I absolutely love. He has a couple of meditation musics too, but just his vibe is just my vibe. I'm 36 now. Summer Walker, I love all of her albums. I watched a few of her concerts. I've been to a couple. Just her passion behind her music, I resonate with people who feel their music. Erykah Badu, I mean, the way that she is now, like she's a rabbi, a modern day rabbi that's just trying to push people to go into their authenticity. I mean, you saw what she wore to the awards the other night. She's just really pushing narratives and trying to get people to love themselves. So I love that about her. And Chris Brown, I've been a Chris Brown fan. I mean, I've been trying to do his little left, right dance. I mean, he's just a super dope artist, and I can sing a lot of his songs from top to bottom, but just a super dope artist, and I love his performances.
Kevin, you know what? What was number 1 again? Because that was the first time we ever heard his name on the show.
Yeah.
So Londrell. Kevin, I don't know why I feel like meditation music, lavender. There might be a line of business in here for Jantel. You know what I'm talking about? Rest well with Jantel, lavender line. You know what I'm saying? Lavender cosmetics. I don't know. We got to do something here. But Kevin, what are you gonna rank that top 5? That's a dope list of artists.
It's a good one, but the fact that you said Leandre, that almost took me out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna let you slide on that.
My bad. I was trying to say Londrell. I forgot the name. Hey, leave it to your own family to call you out. That's cold blooded.
You know it.
All right, Kevin, what are you gonna give that top 5, man?
This top 5 was epic.
It was epic. I got to give it to her.
And you know, whenever somebody comes up here and gives us an epic top 5, it turns into elite, which turns into what, B. Jones? Okay, well, Jantel, the highest you can get is 24. The lowest you can get is 10. B. Jones, you just said it. We're giving her the Mamba. Give her 24. Now, to everybody that's watching, she is now like our play sister. And Eric Benet has a song that, you know what, I'm not even going to go there. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
So I don't like to just be a rebel for no reason, but I like Hancock. And the
Hey, we
We
just
were
talked
just talking
about
about
Hancock
Hancock like yesterday.
literally 2 days ago.
I
Yeah.
love Hancock. I love that when he went to that prison just to pretend that he was gonna be normal and he could bust out of the prison at any point. Like I just loved his humility as a superhero. And he was just hurt, like most people are in the world, and then he just learned how to mask and use his superpowers in good ways. I just thought it was just a good storyline. So real life, I mean, he's like a human being, but his superpowers, the way he used them, I just thought he was super dope. So Hancock, Will Smith, kudos to you for that because I thought that was a super dope superhero movie.
And
We
the
would
fact
like
that
to see a Hancock too.
he took that dude's head and put him.
And what he
That was
do?
crazy.
If you
I
don't leave
Told
me
him.
Yeah,
alone,
you keep
I'm
talking.
gonna
Yeah,
put your head so far up.
yeah, that was crazy.
That was
All right,
amazing. I loved it.
so we asked the superhero question because we see players of your caliber as a superhero. Hancock has his own theme music. So what would your theme song be?
I mean, I feel like if I want to be a superhero, I wouldn't really go the route of like gospel. Maybe I'd be like some Waka Flocka. I'll go hard in the paint. So somewhere I'm like stomping out, like I go hard.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Waka Flocka. Let's go.
All right, so basketball is more than just a game, it's a teacher. So what is it that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Ooh, I think sports teach so much. To narrow it down to maybe one concise thing, I would probably say selflessness, especially when you play in a sport it involves a team. Obviously I was a superstar in college, but when I got to the pros, I had to kind of be a role player. So it just involves a lot of humility. It involves a lot of sacrifice. It involves a lot of waiting your turn. So I think overall it has taught me just your worth doesn't change based on, what you do. It's all based on who you are as a person. And I think that it took me a while to get to that because you know how good you are as a player. You know you can get on the floor. Your game just might look a little bit different than somebody else's, but you know you still can get the job done. And often, sometimes that doesn't get articulated to a coach well. So I think humility comes in that aspect of just, understanding that everything happens for you for a reason. Everything happens the way it's supposed to. And playing your role is important and vital at certain times in your life.
So speaking of roles, B. Jones and I, we're going to produce a movie that's centered around you. You know, it's going to be two movies. One is going to be Hancock 2. You're going to play Will Smith's sister. The other one is going to be the story of your life. But the one thing that we're missing is an actress. Who should we
Mhm.
get to play you in Hancock 2 and in the story of your life?
Hands down, Jodie Turner Smith off Queen and
Queen Sugar.
Slim.
Oh,
Queen and
Queen
Slim.
Slim. Queen Slim. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like me and her kind of got the same vibe with her hair right now, and I feel like at quick glance she can play me. She looked tall. Yeah, Jodie Turner Smith.
I was going with Issa Rae, but I like that one. I like
Yeah,
that. So you
I've
thought,
been getting
Yeah,
Issa
Issa
Rae
Rae.
lately too. Everywhere I
yeah.
go, people are like, "You look just like Issa Rae, and your vibe is like hers." I'm like, "That's a compliment." I think
Well,
Issa Rae is super
well,
dope.
that's what I was gonna say. It's more of the humor, the charisma, the energy that gives Issa Rae. So I bet you like literally if Issa had the opportunity to sit down, she would love just talking with you.
Yes,
So
both of them, both of them. I would use
yeah.
both of them, but in Queen and Slim, her energy was just so dope. I'm like, she was a real one. So both of them, I think I would take either. I would be honored to have either of them play
Kevin, which
me.
one can we afford? I don't think we can afford Issa.
There we go.
Let's go.
Queen and Slim. We're going to go with her. She does the best bit. Oh, you know
In a
what?
couple
No.
years, put it out there. Let's manifest it. Y'all will be able to afford Issa in a couple
Hey,
years.
let's go. Let's manifest that for sure.
No, B. Jones. We're going to get her sister to play her.
Oh, the twin sister.
Yeah. She a little short, but she a little shorter than I am, but we got the same exact voice.
Yeah, so Jasmine, get ready. We sending you a script. Get ready. All right, Jantel. So this is the most important question that we asked during our initiation. B and
Okay.
I, we love to travel. When we travel, we got to eat.
Okay.
So we come down there to rock with you in Ohio.
Okay.
What's that one food spot we going to, and what's your go-to meal there?
Mm. So I am a very cultured eater, and I have a very eccentric palate. So I like foreign foods. It's a place called the Indian Kitchen, and I feel like it's the most authentic Indian food that I've ever had, like in any place that I've gone to. So I mean, the naan is just top tier, and the butter chicken is just top of the line. So I would take y'all to the Indian kitchen. Y'all would be in heaven. It's the best food I've ever.
Kevin, you saw me doing this right here? Like you saw me doing that? That's to get that spice out my chest.
Yes,
that Indian.
I love some spicy. Give me level 10 with the naan and the rice. Yes.
What's that stuff you got to take to keep the acid reflux down? Because that Indian be on you, boy.
I hope they got a bathroom like Buc-ee's there because Indian food.
I love Indian food though, Jantel. I absolutely love Indian food.
Y'all gotta try the Indian kitchen if you
We coming. We for sure. I hope they got a good vindaloo though. I'm really big on the vindaloo. My wife tell me I'm too basic with the vindaloo, but I try her biryani and my wife's stuff. I mean, my daughter's stuff. So yeah, but I love some Indian food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't eat it all the time. I probably eat it like once or twice, so I'm down. I'm gonna eat something off y'all plate first before I go get mine, just to be safe.
I promise you will not be disappointed.
I got you. All right, so to everyone who's watching, thank you for rocking with us. The initiation might be wrapping up, but we're just getting started. Now, as we dive deeper into Jantel's journey, we want to hear from you. Drop your top 5 music artists, your favorite superhero, your go-to food spot in the comments. And don't forget, you can check out more of our amazing You Got Next family members at sltyougotnext.com. Now let me pass the ball back to B as he officially reintroduces our newest play cousin, Miss Jantel Lavender. So B Jones, go ahead and take it away, man.
This show has been brought to you by Sleep Well with Jantel. Rest Well with Jantel. It's today's sponsors with her line of luxurious bath salts. Jantel, welcome to the show. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
I'm oozing with energy on this one because it's like you see people like yourself, and we see y'all on TV. We watch the highlights. You've been in some of the biggest and baddest rooms, played against the best, and to sit down with us, it's a humbling experience. I'm just gonna be honest, it's super humbling. So it is with much gratitude that we welcome you to the show. Jantel, let's tell them your story. Twin sisters. Let's go back to Cleveland, Ohio. When did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Wow. That's 24 years ago. Well, I started playing basketball late according to most people's idea of it. I started when I was 12. And the reason I started playing is going to be funny to y'all is I was in 6th grade. I was super girly, still am. People always made fun of me for being girly, like hitting somebody with an elbow and then running down the court switching. But it was the security guard at my middle school that I used to walk down the hallway. And when I was in the 6th grade, I was 5'11". He used to literally scream down the hallway and say, 6'9", 6'9". When you gonna join the basketball team? When I was like, never. Like, ew, girl sweating on me? Absolutely not. He was like, just try out one time, 6'9". Just try out one. I'm like, stop calling me 6'9". I used to tell him that every day, but he was a cool ass security guard, excuse me. But he was just like always just trying to push me to play basketball. I went to try out, was super trash. And then randomly this coach saw me and wanted to work with me at this random game he came to see somebody else at. And then he invited me to come to this workout. It was in down the way, Lonnie Burton in the hood, one way in, one way out projects, where I just started working out. I just started going to the gym, grinding, lifting weights in the dirty gym, like in the dirty weight room. I mean, just playing open run until it was like 10 o'clock at night against boys, everybody, gym funky, but just that raw, like getting introduced to the game. It was like I was 500 jumps a day. It was just that raw grind that I had, and I fell in love with it, and it took off from there.
Took off. You know what? I know he was playing when he said 6'9", but at 5'11" in the 6th grade, you were standing out. You were standing out among the crowd. Because I'm 5'11" now. I'm 5'11" now, so I'm nervous about meeting you now, Jantel. Yeah. I'm just gonna be. I'm about to stand up on something. That same ladder you used to get that so I can take a picture with you. But I wonder if does that security guard know how successful you came at basketball? Does he know his impact on all of this?
I don't know. I hope that he does. I haven't seen him. I went up to my middle school a couple times. I didn't end up finishing because my mom transferred us out in the 8th grade. But I hope he knows that he was a really intricate part of me actually going and playing and falling in love with the game.
How long did it take you to get it? Because you talked about the blood, sweat, and the tears, and I know it took a lot of work, especially since you were starting at the age of 12. And you went into probably an AAU and everything. You probably went into it when it was like really cooking. How long did it take for you to really grasp and grow into that body and learn the game?
Honestly, I think I just was born with a super athletic bone in my body. It took me probably one summer, like from 12, like from being 12 until I was about 13 and a half. That's when I saw like major improvement. AAU, I started getting college offers from colleges in eighth grade, like off of that one summer because I was just super dedicated to it. Like I fell in love with the grind of it. And I mean, I started to love how my body was looking. I started to love how I felt. And obviously being 5'11" as a woman that young, you can kind of get picked on. I felt like I belonged somewhere. I didn't feel like I stood out in a way that I didn't want to stand out as a child that tall. So it was just like a perfect fit. Like it worked out super well.
Well, they sure helped your confidence because you went to the Big Ten and whooped everybody. So I gotta ask, because I'm gonna tell you, so I learned something new every time we do these shows. I didn't realize that the Big Ten had 2 Player of the Year awards. So when y'all heard me say 6-time Player of the Year, it's because the media and the coaches gave out a trophy. So I want to know what idiot voted against you in 2010 to where you didn't win the Players Trophy all 4 years.
I'm telling you, I think they started getting tired of me winning it because it was no way. The numbers didn't lie.
That's a real thing, though. That's a real thing. They got lavender fatigue. They was tired.
They was tired of hearing my name. I'm like, I'm not even playing. I think some of my coaches even got tired of hearing my name. They're like, not her again. Like, yeah.
But no, you walk into Ohio State as a true freshman. And you getting minutes, and I mean, you came out the gates on fire. Where did that confidence come from?
I mean, I honestly just never doubted myself as a player. I just always had that dog in me. And I don't know if you know about people from Cleveland. I just feel like our city is just a grind. It's a factory city. Like people, we just get it out the mud. You know what I mean? We feel like we starting off with bricks on our back. And so I think having that chip on my shoulder just kind of made me go in. I didn't feel less than. I think I heard a couple birdies say who was going to fill in Jessica Davenport's shoes. And I was like,
hello.
I mean,
yeah, I'm here.
I started looking around like, all right, but I think that kind of just fueled me with the small amount of doubt to think that I was going to take time to have to fill in her shoes. I think that fueled me a little bit more to be like, you know what, I got this. You know what I mean? Double out the gate. And I was just like, from there, I was just like, I believed in myself so much because I was like, you can throw doubt, but I knew I was capable of handling it.
So you swimming high, you winning Player of the Years, you playing for Team USA 18-19, and me and Kevin, we established very quickly in the show that we thought y'all were superheroes, and that's why we asked the superhero question, because you guys are truly superheroes for what you do, and everybody who watches a superhero knows that 10 minutes into the movie something bad's gonna happen, and it just ain't gonna go your way, and you get drafted, you 5th pick in the draft, and just like you said, we talking about one of the premier faces of NCAA women's basketball who is winning All-Americans and all of this other stuff. You go to the Sparks and they tell you, hey, we love you, but we want you to sit right over on this bench and we're going to need you to play a reserve role. But through time, through prayer, through discipline, through work ethic, that one moment gonna come. And all it took was them to give you that one moment to get that opportunity. And you went out there and you turned it up, played in all of the games, finished this season with 14.5 points, 9.3 rebounds per game, and made the WNBA All-Star team. Now, reading that sounded like a Disney movie in itself, but I want you to walk us through how did all that, like, were you getting discouraged? Walk us through what was going on in your mind before you got that opportunity to step into the starting role.
Woo! I know I can speak for a lot of athletes when I say this because I think from an outside looking in perspective, it can look like it's a glorified career. It can look like you're lucky. It can look like, oh my gosh, she gets to play basketball for her career. But if you don't have a strong mental, like it can really tear you apart. And I think one of the things before we get to advice for other people is just really work on your mentality. Because for the longest, I prided myself on being mentally strong and nobody could take my confidence. Nobody could do this. But I think over time, when you're in practice and you're seeing yourself be effective, and sometimes the discernment lies in someone's yes or no, it can be a little bit deflating. And I think that that's more so where my confidence started to dwindle. But then once my opportunity came early enough, it worked out. So I'll explain that. I was never lacking in practice. I never like lacked off. I always was a dog. I always played hard. I always did what I was supposed to do. I always was there on time. I always lifted weights when I was supposed to. I always respected the vets. And I think sometimes you can get put into a position when you are an elite player where, you know, depending on who the coach is and their year of expertise, like they look at lineage versus talent. And sometimes it happens that way where the opportunity doesn't come because the coach hasn't had experience enough to know, and this is no shade, to know like a player can play now even if they're a rookie. And I think I just fell into a situation where I'm not even being funny. I'm grateful for the sparks, but I think for me, as the player that I was, sometimes you gotta go to situations that match your talent. And I had to wait my turn because I was behind a lot of greats. And it wasn't that I wasn't great, it was just how do you compare like 10-year grade to first year grade? And so it was just one of those type of things where I feel like I just tried to stay confident. And then the year where Candace Parker set out, I had the opportunity to play. And for all these years, I had just been building up the strength. It was my sixth season in the W. I'm like, I can do this. Like I can do this. And I finally got the opportunity when she decided not to play for that season. And it showed, it proved that, you know, all the work that I was putting in and staying confident within myself paid off. But then it kind of switches back because of the name. So the next season, it's just like your confidence can go down because this particular place may not just be, you know, ideal for your game at this time. And it's like when you're talking about a Candace Parker, it's like, all right, like I can be who I am, but obviously she's a legend in her own right. So it was just circumstantial things, I feel like, you know what I mean? And I attribute it all to God because I think everything happened the way it was supposed to. But if I was allotted the opportunity to be the dog, I feel like I would have made all rookie teams, all of the stuff. I had a lot of veterans on my team, and Tina Thompson, Delisha Milton-Jones, Tina Pinachero, like a lot of older vets that had been super seasoned in the league. And I think I got to learn a lot from them, but that also made my time, I had to wait a little bit longer.
Well, you did it. You did it. I mean, you accomplished. You hit that mountaintop. You hit that WNBA ring. You guys go on to win the championship. You was a very integral part of the championship run. But keeping on that WNBA, you name drop Candace Parker. I don't like to be the one that do that name dropping because I feel like this is about you and you've earned this platform. But you have played against or played with, I'm talking about a Mount Rushmore of talent. I'm talking about you played with Maya Moore. You played against Sylvia Fowles. I mean, the list goes on and on of individuals that you had to go out there and put in work. So the question is, who was that one person that you love to see him come and you was like, I look forward to this matchup not because you didn't like them, but because their level, your eliteness, you knew they was going to bring something out of you that you never knew you had. Who was that person that brought the most out of Jantel Lavender?
I would definitely have to say I have two. I think my rookie season, Tisha Pinachero was like she was one of the most integral point guards that I had, even though I didn't play with her a whole lot. Some of the things that she just used to feed me was so important for me. And it made me super confident. Like she would just tell me little small nuances about the game where like, if you cut right here, I'm hitting you every time. Like she was a person that just made me super confident. And I would say Sylvia Fowles. I mean, I have never in my entire life played against a woman stronger than her. And I prided myself on my thoroughbred legs. I prided myself on my strength. Like nobody could move me in the Big Ten. And then I met somebody I couldn't move.
Yeah.
So it was real humbling. And I still felt like she had more in the tank when she left. But I think she had a couple knee problems, but she was just a tank. And I think her personality and everything that her personality exudes just speaks volumes on the type of person she is and why she has so much success. But that's a beast right there. That's a beast.
Now, where is the WNBA ring at? There's just some inquiring minds want to know where that ring at. Can we see it?
So I have an office. I'm not actually in my house.
Oh, okay.
It's in my house where I have a huge display of it, and it's spinning, and it's on display. Okay, I worked my ass off.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You talk about teaching Panachero. You talking about from ODU, from Old Dominion?
Yes,
that was one of my favorite players at a spell. She was dope. She was cold. Yeah, she
Animal. I
was.
don't think she get. I mean, I think people recognize her, but to actually be on the court with her and be a part of her knowledge was just like she needs to be talked about as like top 5 greatest point guards of all time.
I'm gonna ask you this, and then we're gonna move on with the show because I went over my 15 minutes. But you played in the WNBA. You played in that middling era because you kind of got that OG era back in the 90s, the ones that had to do it the hard way. And you kind of played in that middle, which y'all still didn't have it easy. Y'all still on commercial flights. I took a commercial flight the other day, and I said, "Ain't no way they had these WNBA players in Group 3." Trying to wait to get in line and going through all this other stuff. I thought about y'all for real. I did. What do you feel about? How do you feel about the development and the growth of the WNBA and the direction it's heading?
I absolutely love the expansion. I mean, I think obviously with the way that Caitlin Clark, a phenomenal player, I think the viewership is fantastic. I think women put in just as much work as the men, and I think they do need more recognition. We do need to hear more about it. And adding more teams is just going to allow for more of these great players to have opportunities because 12 teams with 12 spots, 144 players out of the entire universe, okay? 7 billion people, we get that small of a fraction of people. It's just not really fair. So obviously you have to be a cream of the crop type player, and that does speak volumes for the players that do make it. But I do think that the expansion can make us see a lot of different types of players. Like within the original 12 teams and 144 players, I feel like it was such a restriction on the type of players that they were looking for. And I think now we'll start to be able to see players' individual games be able to be exuded a little bit more, not that more so traditional. You'll see just a variety of different combinations of players, and that'll be more exciting for people to watch, if that makes sense. So
No. Yeah, no, I get you 100%. Last question, and we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go to the championship round. What are you doing? For these days, you're 36. Like I told you before the show, I still feel like I can get 10 to 12 minutes out of you. Get you to get there because you're in great shape. You're looking great. What are you doing these days, and what's going on with you right now?
So oddly, I know you said that I had like 6 offers to play overseas this last season, and I feel like just as a woman, our lives are just a lot different than men. Like NBA players, they can play as long, they can get their wife pregnant and be home and go on the road. But like me, I just feel like I wanted to build my life out outside of the game. You don't see a lot of the women's players. This is no knock, like having children and having families, and that is something that I truly desire. I'm a life coach, I'm a health coach, but I want to be married. I want to have a family. I do want to have like a traditional type lifestyle, not saying boring, but I want to have a family. I want to cook dinner. I want to go to my kids' soccer games and stuff, So I was like, I don't want to relinquish that just to play sports for my whole life because I can. And so I became a life coach. I became a health coach. So I had a few clients within that. And I try to do a little bit of content on TikTok and some places just to give life coaching and health coaching tips for people to just follow some things, especially athletes after basketball, because you see a lot of them blow up. So just giving not being funny, but because you don't have that vigorous exercise anymore. So just trying to give tips to people and players that want to kind of stay in shape without doing vigorous activities and not eating like a rabbit. I really enjoy that. So yeah, I just really want to just have a regular life and be a wife and be a mom and have kids and hitting 30, 36, almost 40. That's when your clock is ticking a little bit. So I wanted to be a little bit more intentional with that.
Rest well, live well, be well with Jantel.
Yes.
I'm gonna do your first commercial. We're gonna have it printed up here in a minute. Meditation, lifestyle living, lifestyle coach. Kevin, let's go. Let's get this thing popping. Kevin, do I got time for at least one round? I know you can give me one round, KT.
Yeah, of course. Anything for Jantel,
right,
not
go.
for you, but
Let's go.
for Jantel. Let's go.
Welcome to the championship round. This is our final game of today, but this is our version of Would You Rather. Now, normally we do 3 rounds, but I got the bump in my gums, and I didn't even scratch the surface or half. I mean, you played all around the world. I still got a lot of questions, so I might have to do them off the air and then tell y'all a lot about them later when I see y'all in public. But Jantel, this is for the final round. We're gonna go 1 round and 1 round only, and this is the sneaker round. Kevin and I are super sneakerheads. We feel like if you look good, you feel good, you play good. You know how that go. Your performance is up when you look dope. So for this one, we picked a pair of sneakers out of our collection that we think you would like. Something that would stand out to you, something that would pay homage to your career and what you've done. So on the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker, okay?
Okay.
And when you say, hold that sneaker, we're going to show you what we got. You ready to do this? All right, you got to pick one though. So this is that moment you got to let the emotional connections go, and you just got to pick it straight on the sneakers, not who sent you the email. You got to go straight off the sneakers. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker. Oh, I'm going with KB.
You going with the Sparks? With the Sparks color? Oh,
yes.
This is Ohio State. I went with the
know, I'm just not a big red fan though. I
These the player of the years. I got the number 6.
I'm not that red person. I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, BJ, we're not with the red anymore.
I am truly disappointed. I just knew I was a joke. I said she killed it at Ohio State. I got to do something that pays homage to Ohio State. She said I'm not the red.
They not bad, but I don't own one pair of red shoes.
Yeah, B. Jones, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? We thank you for playing the game, but you lost this one. But let's go.
Jantel, we've had a fun time today, even though it ended on a sour note.
Somebody sounds like a sore loser.
I'm a sore loser. I'm not gonna sleep well. So somebody send me some lavender and chamomile tea. I'm not gonna sleep well tonight. But Jantel, the title of the show is "You Got Next." It's all about the future. We talked about the past. We know you're doing some cool stuff right now, and we're gonna let you sign this thing off. Everybody's following you now at Jantel Lav on IG. Beautiful Instagram page. She's a model. I'm telling y'all, I feel like we need some model stuff going on here, but we'll let you tell the world, Jantel, what's up next for you? What are you most excited about now that you're 36 and your life is getting moving forward?
I am super excited about. I have a few projects that's underway. I don't want to just disclose them yet because I'm big on like not telling about them. I have a book that I'm currently writing, and I just want to enjoy doing my health and life coaching stuff. Like I love helping people live their lives better. And until then, I feel like I just want to like kind of go with the flow of life. I don't want to force anything. I kind of want to naturally flow into what I'm going to do next. Podcast is maybe on the table. I have some stuff kind of started with that, but yeah, we'll see. I want to kind of get my book done and kind of see what goes from there.
What is the book going to be about? Just your life story, or is it going to be?
Yeah, so it's basically in a sense of I feel like I cracked the code to life. And I feel like I understand what you have to do in order to be successful and have a wonderful life. And I feel like I can use my career to kind of guide people towards that complete understanding and that formula. Well,
we know you KT slid in the DM, so we know your answer. Can people reach out to you if they want to know more about your wellness services and your mentorship and stuff like that? Okay, well, y'all hit up at Jantel Lav on IG, and y'all leave some comments. I'm pretty sure we can share them with her and let her know that y'all were looking out for.
And just make sure it's about business when you slide that DMs. No Eric Benet songs. We don't play that.
Wait a minute, KT. Wait a minute. She said she's trying to get married and have kids. Hold on, you blocking folks' blessings.
Well, B. Jones, it's a song I'm gonna tell you once we end the recording. This one song from Eric Benet that I don't want them trying to. Yeah. So yeah. Business, yes. Any other funny business, no. But do you have any shout outs you want to give?
I think so. I won't forget anybody. I just want to say shout out to everybody that loves me. I love you back.
Hey, them the smartest ones, Casey. Them the people.
We had one guest come up here and they gave shout outs for like 15 minutes.
No,
it was crazy. It was crazy.
If you love me, my family, my friends, if you love me, you know I love you back. Like, shout out to all y'all, people who support me, people who got my back. That's all it needs to be. We know what it is. We don't got to do too much explaining.
All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call out the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT, and I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Jantel, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
I think a very, very intriguing person that you guys would love to talk to is Chloe Jackson.
Ooh, I'm trying to think of Chloe.
I've heard of the name.
Yeah, she was a national champion. She was a national champion at Baylor, and she got drafted, and she became a stylist. She became a stylist, and I'm like, and she's super dope. She styled me for one of my photo shoots, and I just feel like her whole vibe and her whole energy is just super eccentric, and she was just like, I want to be a stylist. I'm not worried about basketball too much. And she bet on herself, and honey took off. So I think y'all would be very, very interested in her story, and y'all would have a good time with her.
Chloe, shine up the ring, little sis. You are now officially invited. Your ticket just got punched. Let the world know that you are up next. You're on the clock, so we're going to be reaching out to you super, super soon. Get your top 5 ready and figure out what you're going to do with all of this. Listen, buttercream, the crock. I want it all. I need to get styled up. So let us know what you're going to do, and we're going to hit you up real soon. Jantel Lavender, you got next. You are the truth. I love your authenticity. You're so genuine. You're charismatic, dynamic, down to earth, and overall, you did it the hard way. You never gave up, and you shined a light for all the little young ladies to follow your story and follow behind your footsteps. You created. They're standing on your shoulders right now, Jantel, and you know what? You are extraordinary. You are elite. You deserve a yeet. Wop. Let's go, Kevin. I'm gonna have to use my inhaler after this show. I swear to God, y'all, I'm ready to go. Let's turn it up. We appreciate everybody out there for rocking with us, for being a part of this show, for being a part of this movement and this family. Thank y'all for watching another episode of You Got Next. We can't do this without you, but this is what we need. We need y'all to stand 10 toes for your boys right now. Help us to take this thing to the next level. You know what you got to do. Smash that subscribe button in the chat. Leave us the heart with the star and the streak behind, and let us know you're out there. Share. Let's run the numbers up on this show, and let's just keep it going. If y'all want some more content from KT and I, don't hesitate to hit us up at Sports Life Talk. All of our social media platforms is right there down on the bottom of the screen if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you want to be on the show, now, it would help if you had a 12-year WNBA career, but that ain't for everybody. That ain't for everybody. That's not everybody's calling. But no, I'm just teasing with y'all. Listen, if you got next and you got a dope story, hit us up. Go to our website, sltyougotnext.com. Smash that, hit the nomination tab. Tell us a little bit about who you are, why you feel like you got next. KT gonna reach out to you and give you an audition to be on the show. And last but not least, it's summertime. There's a lot of y'all youngins traveling all across the country for AAU, and we know you're gonna need some good material. You don't need to listen to Waka Flocka the whole time like Jantel doing. So we need y'all to we know you listening to meditation vibes while you on the plane. We know we know you namaste. We know you getting your relaxation on, but
that was my superhero song.
Yeah, that was your superhero song. But y'all make sure y'all take a look and listen to the audio format, a version of this show, as well as over 750 shows in the archives. We've had so many dope WNBA players retired and still in the WNBA, college All-Americans. It's a blessed platform, and we're so thankful to have it, and we can't do it without you. So make sure you tap in with us, keep the laughs, keep the energy, the inspiration, and all the positive juices flowing, and download this show in the audio format. Kevin, I must say, your streak still continues. You invite them to the show, they pick your sneaker. I don't know the coincidence. I don't know how it happens, but it does happen. Kevin, congratulations, man. Let's go. Take us home, brother.
Jantel, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me.
I got a whole lot of nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go. Let's turn it up.
I'm going to keep popping out of it. It's a party. It's a
party. Sports Night Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another, because together we are better. And listen, tough times don't last. Tough people do. So keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next, because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next. just like me. If you got next, yeah. If you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking sports life, talking this. Yeah. Sports life, talking this.